Right now, you're not trying to get rich. You're trying to stop making the mistake that keeps you at this level. This is the story of every level inside the employee path, from fragile paychecks to expensive success, and why the ladder gets quieter as the trap gets stronger. You have almost nothing left after rent, gas, and groceries. This is level 1, the employee beginning. Your alarm decides your morning. Your manager decides your pace. And Friday night feels like recovery instead of celebration. You call it a career because calling it temporary would scare you. Most people get stuck here because they confuse relief with progress. The trap is paycheck dependency so complete that one missed direct deposit feels like disaster. You take whatever shift, whatever task, whatever mood comes down from above, because your bills are due before your courage arrives. The bridge to the next level starts small and feels almost invisible. You begin noticing that reliability has value, showing up on time, learning the boring systems, becoming the person who needs less supervision. It does not feel powerful yet. It feels like endurance with a cleaner shirt. Now you have a little breathing room. Maybe 1 month of savings. Maybe a tiny raise and a title. That sounds more adult when relatives ask what you do. This is level 2, competence. You know the software, the calendar rhythm, the office politics, and the exact face to make in meetings. The money changes first. Then the way you think changes with it. You start measuring yourself against coworkers who are only one rung ahead. The trap is emotional promotion chasing. You begin to believe one more title will finally make the work feel worth the hours. Most people burn years here because they mistake being useful for becoming valuable. Useful employees solve today's problems. Valuable people build leverage, relationships, and judgment. The ones who make it stop asking how to look busy. They start asking what skills travel with them if the badge disappears tomorrow. So you work later. You answer emails a little faster. You learn to speak in cleaner sentences, manage expectations, and keep your frustration hidden behind a neutral face. That is the bridge, professionalism. It buys you access. It also teaches you how easy it is to disappear inside a role. You have a stronger salary now, enough to furnish the apartment properly, replace old clothes, maybe finance a decent car. This is level 3, stability. From the outside, people say you're doing well. Inside, you feel a low hum of tension because your lifestyle has started memorizing your paycheck. The trap here is lifestyle lock. It arrives quietly. Better lease, better dinners, better subscriptions, better excuses. You tell yourself you earned this because you did, but every upgrade turns your job from income source into support beam. Losing work would not bruise your ego now. It would rearrange your life. Most people never say this part out loud. The raise that made you feel grown also made you easier to control. Once your fixed costs rise, your tolerance rises with them. You put up with a weak boss, pointless meetings, and drained evenings because your margin for risk keeps shrinking. The bridge to the next level is restraint without resentment. You stop spending every increase before you understand it. You create cash space, real space, enough to make one clear decision without panic breathing down your neck. That feeling matters more than the number because it changes how you carry yourself at work. Now you're trusted. Projects land on your desk because people know you'll handle them. Maybe you supervise a few people. Maybe clients ask for you by name. 4. Responsibility. Your income is better, your calendar is packed, and your stress has become harder to explain to people below your pay grade. The trap at this level isn't laziness. It's identity fusion. You stop saying you work in a role and start becoming the role. Your title enters your posture, your weekends, your marriage, your sleep. When work goes badly, your whole self feels under review. Most people think higher pay should feel safer than this. It often feels narrower. Yet your life depends on staying excellent for too long. The ones who make it forward begin separating performance from self-worth, quietly, deliberately, before burnout makes the decision for them. The bridge is ownership thinking inside employee life. You learn budgets, margins, incentives, and what actually moves revenue. You stop behaving like labor and start observing power. This does not free you yet. It gives you X-ray vision. You finally see why some people stay employed forever and still never gain control. You cross into strong income, maybe 6 figures, maybe more in a high-cost city where the number looks bigger than it feels. This is level 5, high earner dependence. People assume you've made it. You know the truth when Sunday evening arrives and your chest tightens before the week even begins. Logic. You keep telling yourself you only need a little more. Bigger bonus, better stock grant, one final promotion. Then you'll breathe. Meanwhile, your schedule becomes less yours, your attention gets rented out completely, and your expenses rise to match the image of success. Most people at this level are exhausted in expensive ways. The apartment is better, the vacation photos look polished, the food is upgraded, time is not. The ones who move beyond this stage stop worshiping gross income. They focus on retained cash, invested cash, and the ability to say no without detonating their life. So the bridge becomes internal first. You stop needing your salary to prove your worth to anyone. You lower the vanity spend. You build reserves that can absorb a bad quarter, a layoff, or a brave decision. For the first time, your money starts acting like a shield instead of a costume. Then comes the final employee level. Executive track, specialist premium, elite compensation. Your annual income can impress a room very quickly. This is level 6, peak employee. The office is nicer, the flights are better, the conversations are more strategic, and your freedom is still conditional. The trap here is sophisticated dependence. It looks polished enough to pass for wealth. You have status, access, and maybe equity that vests over time, yet your engine is still your continued output inside somebody else's machine. The structure begins asking who comes next. Most people cannot see this clearly because the rewards are real. The comfort is real too, but comfort can delay the next chapter for 10 years. The bridge beyond employee life is psychological. You have to believe that ownership, investing, or building something separate deserves your best energy, not your leftovers. The pattern becomes obvious. Every raise solved a smaller problem than the one it created. You were buying stability while time kept leaving through a side door. Which level are you stuck on right now? Drop the number.